convicted Donald Trump on a political prosecution over things that Bill and Hillary Clinton have done themselves famously. Um, Guess who? Guess who won? Trump actually won, even though he didn't get, even though he got convicted. He actually won because now there's people who are going to vote for him who normally wouldn't vote for him. And listen to what Trump War Room says. Today, the Trump campaign announced record-shattering small-dollar fundraising haul following the sham Biden trial verdict, totaling $34.8 million in one day. Nearly double the biggest day ever recorded for the Trump campaign on the Win Red platform.
That's not counting
34 million in one day. Thank you
That's
for
not
the
counting those
prosecution.
Sales
people.
are through the roof.
Thank you for the prosecution.
And
Please
here's
bring
Trump.
more
So here
charges.
Trump released a commercial about this in response to this, and I think this is pretty good. Listen to
Nobody's
this.
buying it.
This is the final battle. With you at my side, we will demolish the deep state. We will expel the warmongers from our government. We will drive out the globalists. We will cast out the communists, Marxists, and fascists. We will throw off the sick political class that hates our country. We will rout the fake news media, and we will liberate America from these villains once and for all.
I
Boom,
thought
shakalaka.
that's good. That's work. That works. Put it that way. That works because everything he says there gets me excited. I don't think he's going to do any of it.
It's a good one. Yeah,
But if
great
he was,
one.
that would be great.
Yeah.
And it's exciting the way they have the music underneath it, and anybody of conscience knows that this conviction of Donald Trump and all these prosecutions of him are political. And they're doing the exact thing they claimed that Donald Trump was going to do. He was going to weaponize the judicial system and go after his political enemy. It's exactly what they're doing. And everybody sees it, except for Robert De Niro, because he had a psychotic break. You want to hear that again? I
Yeah.
This is the final battle. With you at my side, we will demolish the deep state. We will expel the warmongers from our government. We will drive out the globalists. We will cast out the communists, Marxists, and fascists. We will throw off the sick political class that hates our country. We will rout the fake news media, and we will liberate America from these villains once and for all.
So that's Trump's response. First of all, he hauls in the biggest one day haul in small dollar donations ever, $34.8 million. You got, I would guess millions of people have decided to vote for Trump because of this. That's just my guess. So what's going to happen
acting like Stalin
now is
with show trials, of course.
I would not be surprised
This is not
if
America
they completely
anymore.
rigged the election.
We lived in a fascist
I would not be
communist
surprised.
country that were acting like
In
Stalin.
2004, Keith Olbermann and the Democrats
Joe
all
Biden
thought that they
is
rigged the vote
Joseph
counts.
Stalin and Hitler.
In 2016, Hillary Clinton and all the
combined into
Democrats
one.
and all the media thought that Russia had rigged the election and that Donald Trump was an illegitimate president. So, and before 2020, they were all screaming about how the election machines are all too vulnerable to being hacked. Who? I mean, the Democrats
were.
So, why do you think that all went away? You think that that's not? You think they wouldn't do that? Russell Dobler makes a great point when he
Democrats said
says if
that
Donald
about the
Trump
election
actually is
machines.
allowed, Russia had rigged the election and that Donald Trump was an illegitimate president.
That's what Hillary said.
So, and before 2020, they were all screaming about how the election machines are all too vulnerable to being hacked. Who? I mean, the Democrats. So, why do you think that all went away? You think that that's not? You think they wouldn't do that? Russell Dobler makes a great point when he says if Donald Trump actually is allowed to win this election, he said, I have to rethink everything I think about the deep state because they really don't want this guy to be president. And if they would invent Russiagate, which they did, completely made up Russiagate, a complete dumb conspiracy theory invented by Hillary Clinton's campaign, the FBI, and the CIA, completely, and then spread by the establishment media. Not one critical voice on the establishment media about it.
Total fake news.
If they would do that, if they would impeach a guy twice,
For
if they would now
7 years,
do
they said
transparent
Russia,
political
Russia.
prosecutions of him,
7
you don't
years
think they would try
said
to
the
rig
walls
the
are
election?
closing in.
I mean, this is all one.
7
This is all
years,
part of rigging
every
it. By the way,
day, all day.
this is all part of rigging it. Russiagate was part of rigging it.
That's right.
These political prosecutions are part of rigging it. Suppressing the Hunter Biden laptop is part of rigging it.
The whole point of the Electoral College is to rig it if need be.
And then,
We're all
then
tired
there's
of
the
the
Electoral
fascist
College. That's what that's
communist
there
state.
for.
Right,
For
because
the
Democrats have
those,
turned
the people
America
that do
into-
that, they don't have to necessarily vote the way their state votes.
That's correct.
It's just a safety valve to avoid the tyranny of democracy.
That's right. That is
Ah.
exactly
Because
right.
as you know, so everybody's got. This is why I notice everybody's little preaching back and forth. It always boils down to some of us are elites and some of us are cattle. Whatever their freaking argument, it's time for us and not the cattle.
That's right.
It's always a foregone conclusion. We're gonna have people that live on the floor. That's not going away.
So Trump, very strong response. That's again, everything. It's like James Carville when he said, "Everything we're doing ain't working. Nothing working. It ain't working. Not I got to get the gate out. Got to get the gate out. Got to get that shrimp head. Got the garlic. Got to get that garlic up in there. Get some pepper." And then now we're doing that working.
That's working.
In Trump's more ahead than he's ever been. Fewer people think January 6th was any kind of what it was, is an assault on the temple of democracy, the Constitution. I don't know whatever the fuck you want to say. It's going the wrong way. It's not
Nobody's
working.
buying your bullshit
Everything that
about
we're
January
throwing
6th.
is
It's not
spaghetti at a
working.
wall.
And nothing's sticking.
And none of it is sticking.
None of your
Me
spaghetti is
included.
sticking.
And it's hard.
And none of that Democrat
You gotta
spaghetti is
go
sticking.
down, get yourselves a gator.
I'm molting my green strappy shirt.
You gotta put some garlic. Aha. Remember what he said to the young people?
Are you kidding me? Is this the United States of America? Is this the nation that was founded on the principle that no person is above the law? And then you tell these young people,
No.
if you don't get involved right now in this election, they're going to be involved in your life for the rest of your freaking life.
Yeah.
And if Trump and Roberts and Alito and Gorsuch and Thomas and Leonard Leo and the Heritage Foundation, if they get a hold, there will be no government left.
No
There will be
government.
no rights left. You'll live under theocracy.
So that's what's happening right now. You don't get to vote for who you want to vote for. That's what the Democrats are trying to do. They're trying to rig this system and this election, take democracy away from you, so you don't have any government. What you have is a corporatocracy, and you don't get a say in government, because that's what we have right now. We live in an oligarchy. So all this stuff he's saying that they're going to take if Trump wins, it's the exact opposite.
God, he looks creepy.
Exact opposite.
End up Christian nationalism. But that's all right, you little fucking 26-year-old. You don't feel.
Now this is Jimmy Dore, a far left-wing Democrat. But he's a Democrat like JFK that tells the truth. And that's why I like him. Trump's gonna win. Democrats got nothing. Absolutely nothing. Might as well hang up your puppet Joe and the Kamala horse he rode in on.